Hello, it's been a little while since my last video. I've been working on various projects actually, some 3D printing related things, nothing really that's to the point where I can make a video about it yet. And, as you may know, a lot of 3D printing related things take a long time, especially when you do them at the scale that I like to do them at and so forth. So that's one reason why I haven't been making videos. I've also been trying to spend a little more time with my kids before they have to start up school again. I don't know if that's actually going to be in person or not, but regardless, they're going to obviously have more things to do with their time in a few weeks, and I just thought I would take advantage of the time we do have together, so there's that as well. But I did want to make a video showing you some of the things I got for my collection, such as this, and also maybe giving you a little hint about some of the things that I'm working on. So let's go ahead and do that. This first item here is a sculpture of, well, Jabba as a pile of poop, essentially. It's called Baba the Hutt and Salacious Corn by For the Love of Old Toys, who is a designer in England who mostly seems to focus on sort of remixes of old toys like He-Man or all those kind of vintage toys, Star Wars. But this, as far as I know, is an original piece that he made. He called it his Brown series, which I thought was rather interesting. He also made a version of Chewbacca, which I'll just put up a little photo of it right there to give you an idea. This has been staring at me for quite some time from Etsy, and I decided to finally go ahead and get it. I think it might have gotten the last one, I'm not sure, but in any case, it's made out of resin. You can see the white resin there underneath, and it's pretty funny, I think. A lot of people have pointed out, especially like, the vintage Jabba figure, how it resembles kind of like a turd, essentially. So, maybe not the most original idea, but I thought it was pretty well done. We've got here Salacious Crumb, looking like a little corn kernel sticking out, and, of course, Jabba himself. I will leave a link to his Instagram and Etsy pages in the video description if you're interested in checking that out. As I say, I'm not sure that these are still available, but, you can always ask him. Next up, we have another Etsy purchase. This was from Nice Rice Designs. And obviously, you can probably tell this is a Bob's Burgers inspired sticker showing Linda, the mother and wife, as Huttslayer Leia / Slave Leia. And then we have Kuchikopi on the throne as Jabba. Kuchikopi, of course, is the sort of Japanese inspired cartoon character from the show. They have like toys of Kuchikopi and so forth. So yeah, that was kind of cute. And then after I got this sticker, I noticed that the same guy had released this, which is a pin, basically based on the same idea with Linda as Leia, but this time it's Tina, the daughter, who's one of my favorite characters from the show, to be honest, as Jabba. So I definitely had to pick that up as well. Again, I'll leave a link in the video description. I think these are probably both still available. Another pin. Got a lot of Etsy things today. Etsy is a fun place. There's a lot of questionable stuff, but also a lot of really good stuff, I think. This one is from Drew Blank, and he has, well, all sorts of pop culture related things, but this one we have is, of course, Leia strangling Jabba, and this is, a fairly hefty pin. It's got the two backers there on it. I thought this was cute. It's got even a little tiny chain there between the two of them. So I will leave his link as well. Next up we have something that's not actually Jabba related, but I really wanted to show it to you. This is a custom action figure made by a designer called HasnoTalent. You may have heard of him. He's been releasing various things related to, well, Boba Fett and also the Mandalorian TV show. Mandalorian, by the way, loved that show. I could do without Baby Yoda slash the child at this point. You know, it's gotten a little bit much, but love the show. I'm really looking forward to season 2 of that. This particular one is, of course, the Armorer, who is the Mandalorian, you know, what, Beskar armor maker, if I recall. And what he has done, what HasnoTalent has done here, is to make a figure, well, first of all, packaged in a way that is reminiscent of, well, basically just, you know, taken the packaging from the Popey Japanese figures that they released for the Empire Strikes Back. These are very popular collectibles because they are in a different style of packaging than the usual, you know, blister pack type thing. And they came in these small cardboard boxes like this with interesting Japanese lettering, and, you know, for our purposes, you know, kind of exotic looking, I guess, as Americans. This particular box has been photoshopped, of course, to show the Mandalorian armor there instead of Boba Fett, which was originally, you can see, if you can read Japanese, Boba Fetto. Although you can still see it on the side there. But pretty interesting. I really like this packaging. I don't ever actually have any of the Popey figures. They're quite expensive and probably out of my reach at this point, but I was very interested to see that he did this. Now, before I show you the figure, these are quite limited edition, I would say, and only available through HasnoTalent's Instagram, as far as I know. So you have to go and sort of follow his Instagram page, and when he puts up a sort of an offering, you have to very quickly say that you want one. You put claim in the comments, and then he'll get back to you and tell you how to pay for it, essentially, and they tend to sell out in like a minute. So not easy to get these, actually. This one, as I recall, was one out of 65 or something that was made, so not a lot. If we open it up, we got some plastic bags. One has the figure itself, and then the other one has some stickers for, I guess, other things that he's made. These are all Japanese-inspired ones. So we've got, you know, sort of the Stormtrooper Samurai, and here's some Mandalorian stuff. I thought these were pretty cool. HasnoTalent. I believe these are all stickers, as far as I can tell. So pretty cool little freebies that you get. That is quite the poster. I think that's like a Hungarian or something poster. I don't know. That doesn't actually, I don't think that's actually Japanese, but in any case, cool stuff. He also made a Blurg, custom Blurg figure, sort of in the style of vintage Kenner figures, which I thought was pretty cool. Probably not something I would need to buy personally, but nevertheless, pretty cool. So let's take a look at this figure. I haven't actually even opened this up because it came in this sealed plastic bag, but I do want to open it up and take a look at it. Let's see. I've got an X-Acto knife here I can use. And I've been really impressed, both in terms of the pictures I've seen online and what I'm seeing here in person, of just how high quality these figures seem to be. They totally look like something that could be a vintage Kenner figure. Very clean lines. You know, they don't seem too much to be like a custom type of figure. You know, they seem very clean and well made. There's a little bit of play here in the hands, I will say, that you probably wouldn't see in a vintage figure, but otherwise very impressive. Let's take a look here closer up. So we've got, of course, the 5 points of articulation that you see in vintage Star Wars figures. If anything, there might be more paint applications on here than are on the typical Kenner figure. Probably wouldn't see quite as detailed of a paint job, but otherwise very impressive. And it comes with a couple of accessories, we've got here a blaster, and then a sort of hammer, I guess, boy, it's been a while since I've seen the show now, but I assume that she used this to kind of like forge things. I should probably go back and rewatch this now. Anyway, very cool figure. I missed out on the actual Mandalorian figure that he made in the Kenner style, which is a little bit too bad. These go for a lot of money on the secondary market, and they're, you know, frankly, they're kind of expensive even directly from him, but I do think the quality is definitely there. So just wanted to show that to y'all. And in terms of giving you a little bit of a hint about what I'm working on, I mentioned in a recent video about my 3D printed Man figure that I was talking with the guy who made the 3D model for that, and seeing if I could get a Jabba made, and well, actually, I was able to do that, as you may already know if you've been watching my Instagram page, but I actually sent Desert Octopus a Jabba figure and a Salacious Crumb figure from my collection, and he scanned it, and I now have a perfect 3D model of the vintage Jabba figure. This particular one I'm holding is, of course, half scale. It's not full size. I do, well, I have plans to make various versions of this vintage figure, big and small, which I will show you in upcoming videos. But I did want to at least give you an idea of what we've got here, and it's very, very impressive. I haven't actually cleaned up the bottom at all. There's a little bit of support material there. This was printed on the resin printers. I can't remember which one I did this on actually now, but one of the resin printers that I have, and it came out really, really well. As you can see, all the detail is right there. This particular one I glued together, and also I used a version of the model that has the tail and the body connected to each other, but I actually also have versions with all of them separately so we can make articulated action figure versions. So I'm very excited about that, and I have a lot of things planned for this model. So I hope you look forward to that. I hope it won't be too long until I can reveal some of what I've been working on. Until then, thanks for watching, and thanks for being patient in this slight downturn in terms of number of videos, but I'm still out there plugging away, working on some projects, and yeah, basically that's it. If you want to keep in touch with me, in the meantime, I am, as I said, on Instagram. I tend to post there every few days, just things that I'm working on or find interesting, so I encourage you to stop by there if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.